Hi again. It's been a while since I posted. I've been kind of busy. Last time I think I posted, I was showing you the sim rig I built based on a playseat Evolution that I had modified. Well, I decided to kind of go a different route, so I disassembled that and put that in storage. I decided to go with a Formula One themed rig. So here's what I built. I got the designs online, brought the digital file to a architect printer. They printed off all the drawings for me and I was able to use it as templates. Just use MDF, cut it out. Took a while, took a few weekends to get everything cut out and fitted. Everything was in metric, so I tried to convert it to standard and it didn't quite work, so I had to do everything in metric. And I know that if anyone's watching from Europe, you're gonna laugh and say, what's the big deal? Well, everything doesn't translate exactly. So if you try to convert centimeters to inches, everything doesn't square up. So I did everything metric. It came out pretty good. Built a spoiler for it. I can actually set a drink down on there. Number 27 is my favorite driver when I was in high school. Was Gilles Villeneuve. He drove Ferrari in 1981. So I kind of, as a tribute, I used number 27. I'm using all my old Thrustmaster stuff. I got my T300 with the F1 wheel. I've got the Thrustmaster Bluetooth adapter. I'm gonna figure out a way to actually mount it into the steering wheel and then I'll post how I did it. I've got the TH8A shifter that I mounted. I've got a button box. With this button box, I can change different views. As you can see, when I turn this dial, it changes to different views. When I want to start the car, I have to lift that up, hit that, and then hit the start button. For different cars, I can use ABS, wipers, lights, depending on what kind of car you're running, traction control, KERS and DRS for when I'm running something like an LMP1 car. If I'm running a Formula A or Formula 1 car, I use the steering wheel buttons. Here I can mess with the bias on the ABS, the front and rear anti-roll bars. If I want to request a pit stop, I can just request it. It's just kind of helpful. It works on a lot of the games. I've got it hooked up to a surround sound system. I may figure out a way to almost make it look like rear view mirrors and put speakers in them. I have a butt kicker Gamer 2 I'm not using on this rig. I'm going to build a platform for it, then put 4 Aura bass shakers underneath it. That way I can really feel any of the rumbles or if I'm taking a jump or anything. I use the VR. Actually, this rig is a lot of fun when you're playing GT Sport in VR. Other than that, the games I mainly play are right here. F1 2018, soon 2019 when it comes out. Project Cars 2, which is what's on right now. And then Dirt Rally 2.0. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It kind of pushed my woodworking skills. I'm not very good with building stuff like that. If you've watched any of my other videos, I'm slowly getting some of the skills. I made a few mistakes. If you guys decide you're going to build something like this, figure to buy at least 50% more MDF than what they recommend, because you are going to make mistakes. Especially for me when I was doing metric. You can kind of see, made a mistake. I don't know if I misread. I ended up having to put another support bracket under here because it didn't go all the way how I wanted it to. A couple of other things. The nice thing with this rig is this front portion right here can lift right off, so then the cockpit, the seat moves back and I can take that out of the way, and then the front end with the pedals and the steering wheel are separate, so you can break it down pretty easily. You know, it's with the subwoofer and everything, thump's pretty good. It's kind of an enjoyable way to play a racing game. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Unfortunately, where I used PayPal and I bought the digital file. And it was some guy in Russia. Everything worked out fine, but all of a sudden I went back and he's no longer online. So I've heard this might be a Bernax, B-E-R-N-A-X, or possibly a hyper stimulator. It's like simulator, but it's stimulator. Clone, maybe that's why he was copyright infringement or something. I'm not sure. Every one of them looks a little different. But overall, it came out pretty good. I still have to polish and wax it, just like I would a car. I'm just gonna wait a little while longer for the paint to cure, to really harden up. And then I have to hide some wiring. And like I've always said, when you first build a rig, you're gonna wanna get it done, and you're gonna wanna hurry up and make it look really good, and do all the wiring. I recommend you wait a few weeks, use it, make sure everything's hooked up how you want, and then take the time to tie wrap and maybe use some of the split coil wire wrap or something to hide the wires. Don't do it right away, because you're going to find out that you're going to end up having to move things around quite a bit. So I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.